Welcome to Entry Media. This is my first video, so go ahead and subscribe, like the video, that would help me out. What I'm going to be doing is showing you how to get the most out of your budget for your creative ventures or your businesses, or maybe just shooting some fun stuff at home. I get really tired of seeing videos out on YouTube that are basically telling you to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. What I'm doing today is I'm going to show you how to make your smartphone look like this for a video for under $100. So let's go ahead and look at step one. All right, so if we're starting from the beginning, let's start with what you're seeing right now. This is the front-facing camera of my iPhone. You might notice that it's shaky. My background is not very interesting. The lighting is all over the place. There's shadows on my face. We've got to get rid of all of that. So step one, let's get this thing on a tripod at least. All right, so now we're on a tripod, but we're still on the front-facing camera. Try to avoid that. Go to the back camera. They make those better for a reason. They look like this. So this is the back-facing camera, but you're gonna also notice that lighting is super wacky, and this is where the most important thing happens. You've got to get your lighting right. You can have a worse camera and great lighting, and it'll make your video much, much better. Let's start by making it dark in here. Okay, now that it's actually dark in here, we need to go with a box light. Now there's a few different options that you can go with here. I have a box light that runs about $200, but you don't really need to spend $200 on a box light. In fact, I've got a list below of these things that we're talking about that you can go purchase, and it'll cost you less than $100. Box light. Now that the box light is on, we want to make sure that it's placed in an interesting way. Now you can place it looking straight at you, but then you're gonna kind of get some washed out look. So I like to go with what we call a Rebrand lighting. This is where you've got the light kind of at your 10 o'clock, and it's casting a little bit of a shadow on this side of my face. Now what this does is it kind of brings me out of the background and more into the foreground, which brings more attention to me, the person who's talking, rather than whatever's going on in the background. Now with that, you want to make sure that your room is darker than you might expect, because your phone's sensor and lens, they really pick up a lot. And your microphone, well, it might pick up the air conditioning like we see here, but we'll talk about that later. Now let's say that maybe you don't have the space for a really big box light. Now they have some smaller ones as well, but maybe just use an open window. But then face that window to where it's at that 10 o'clock kind of position for you. Now this next part is kind of like an extra credit, but it costs so little that I think it's kind of worth the conversation. A lot of times people will put like what they call a pen lamp to just kind of shine on the outline of a person, just to make them stick out a little bit more. I didn't want to purchase a pen light of any sort, so instead I went on Amazon and I bought a $12 or $13 sunset lamp. I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Now you notice I've got kind of a blue outline happening on the darker side of me. We've got the box light right there. We've got the sunset lamp over there that we can change colors to set like a different mood for the video. And now the video looks like this. The audio isn't perfect, but the video looks good and it's shot on my smartphone. This all works with Android, iPhone, anything like that. So now you've got a really quick way to set up a video under $100 to look way better for maybe it's an announcement video, an advertisement, or just YouTube content that you're creating, but you're not gonna break the bank. So that's how it's done. Now you may be noticing some key differences with what you just saw and what you're seeing right now, because I've got some advanced techniques that I'm gonna make some videos on to help you out, but I wanted to start us from the beginning. Right now I am shooting on my phone, but I'm shooting with a manual app. I've got a video coming out in the future about this one. You may also know that I'm shooting with a microphone. I'm gonna be making a video showing the best and most affordable options to improve the audio on your smartphone videos. So go ahead and subscribe. If you found this helpful, go ahead and drop a comment below, or let me know some things that you might have a question about that I can help with.